Here's the first carry for Dwayne Washington. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Now here's Mahomes. He hits West underneath. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And finding Fedorowicz. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Shift together here from the D-line. There's the rookie from Texas, Deontay Foreman. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Watson hands this to Foreman, and he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
To throw on second is Watson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Derek Johnson not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Let's go!
Here's Watson. And he's got Miller. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Now it's Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Second down and 4. They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's West again. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. This is West. Room here to run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
In motion, Hill. Mahomes now on first down. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
and now he bowls him over. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Ware takes the give from Mahomes. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll run it with West. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run again here with West. And a good hit there and knocked down hard. Right around the 31. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing again is Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Nebraska, Nate Gehring. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hill. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back around the 37. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They run again with Foreman, and he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On second down, here's Watson. And he rifles one incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. From the gun, here's Watson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game? Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there at 22.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Let's go! Green, 39!
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Play fake, and it's Watson. Going deep this time for Mellon. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That one goes for 36 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. To throw on 2nd down. Watson looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are in for 6. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there.
Absolutely.
Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again, and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. On the toss, here's Foreman. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Here we go! Check three. Hut! Switch.
To throw is Watson. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And stepped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They come out here in the I. First and goal at the 3-yard line now. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Watson to throw on second down. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jay Prosh, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to go deep for Conley. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressive they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. He's going to go up top again. That's caught inside the 20. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play, so it might as well have not even had the penalty.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, and it's 2nd down. And the wideout in motion. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Spencer Ware, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams, the spark that often wins games.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go. Flex round.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Another all-pro play by the all-pro Eric Berry. What makes this guy so good at reading defenses is making pick-six plays like that.
But we know he's fantastic athletically, can cover sideline to sideline, end zone to end zone, but he does make educated guesses. Great film study, observation during a game, and when he decides to go after it, it usually turns out right.
He had a pair of pick-sixes in 2016 and a very memorable pick-2 against the Falcons. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Looking to throw on second down. Watson, throw left side, complete. That's Fuller. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Here's Foreman. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Tamahale in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Give him 5 on the play there, and it's good enough for a Houston first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Foreman. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Again, it's Foreman, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the sackmaster, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Here we go with 2nd and 7. Mahomes now to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
On the run, it's Ware. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go now.
In motion, Hill. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On the ground, this is Ware. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Seven yards to go on second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They run again with Ware. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Chiefs on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. Goes to Ware on the screen. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. Here's Cairo Santos now for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Come on, let's get it round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Here we go!
Out of the gun, Watson. Steps away to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go!
Here's Watson now on second down. Flushed out right. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Watson so dangerous with his legs in college, and nothing's changed here as he picks up the first. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go! Ryan 38!
Watson now to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Justin Houston in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
To throw on second is Watson. Now he's flushed out left. Now he's going to go deep down the... It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Houston. 41 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Derek Johnson able to get him for a loss of about 3. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Now Foreman. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Come on, let's go. One, nine. We got 3, fellas. One, nine. Flex round. Flex round.
Now Watson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. It's a foot race. The 30. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's right.
Anytime we have
That's
a
right.
defensive battle. But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play. And the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back.
And my goodness, another interception. It's the sackmaster, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. And the big boy, dare I say, he showed some athleticism there.
Oh, without a doubt. And you know what else we saw on that play? Why they do more and more ball drills in practice. They want everyone proficient with catching the football and being comfortable, because you never know when a big play like this will happen for a big man.
Now, post-game locker room, does he get an extra drumstick?
Hey, he was going to get that anyway. He may get the whole spread now.
Yeah, put some gravy on there. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Off of play action, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. They find some open field here. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Here's Watson. And Miller with it over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. Faking the give. Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 2nd and 10, Watson. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Fresh set of downs here. A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking for the end zone. And now here's another interception. Read it well, and it's picked. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
They'll run now with Ware. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now West. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And now out comes Houston. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Here we go.
Watson on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
on second down. Here's Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Bruce Ellington, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now here comes Kansas City. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. They run it here. Where? And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance.
Let's go.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Second down following the run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a third down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Kendrick West. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Chiefs on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And to give this time to the tailback. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Advantage, who's going to catch someone off guard. I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately that didn't work for them.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
He's back to throw. Rumbling past the 30, and he's got it over the middle. Fedorowicz. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First down now, but the clock continues to move. He'll look to throw. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw. Arlington has it, middle of the field. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8. The last time we saw 7, 2001, right? Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in. So for the Chiefs, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Houston, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL
on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.